Hey, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. Sorry about being away last week. That was an unfortunate internet happenstance here in Vietnam, but we're back, and I think we've got everyone here. So, how have you guys been this week?
Good. And we don't have everyone. We're missing our fearless leader, Chet Manning.
Yeah, Shenanigans on to you again.
He's
Well,
the
we never have
manager, not
everyone.
the leader. Whether or not he's the leader is debatable.
He is.
He's the mouthpiece.
Yeah. He's the main piece.
And he doesn't even need a second level spell for it. You guys had to be there beforehand.
I liked it.
Anyway, so without further ado, let's just hop back into the game. You guys are back at Shenanigans. It's been an adventure that you had last week, taking this Desmond's daughter to go get her enrolled back in the wizard school. And as a thank you, Desmond comes by and says, I really appreciate the work that you guys have done for me. And nodding to Squirrely McSquirrelson, I know recently you've been, dabbling in a little magical arts yourself, so here's a little something to get you started on the way. And he slides you a book across the table. It was an older friend's. It might do you some good, I hope.
Ooh. I open up the book and peruse.
It is a spell book that has... well, you tell me what spells are in it. There should be 4, I think.
I'm pretty sure that at least 2 of them are Sound Bubble and...
So Justin's pulling spells from the Complete Bard's Handbook, so we just have to take his word that the spells function as written. So let's roll. Why don't we roll those real quick?
An Audible Glamour. There we go.
But I think something's missing. This doesn't feel like a Shenanigans start. I'm really staring at Joe right now. I'm kind of waiting.
Yeah. So our guess is we come in right before Desmond gives the book. Now I gotta come up with a start dry here.
You made it your thing. I'm not just enforcing it.
Yeah. Now I've got to come up with something, and so and that's when La Sombra says, "The squirrel, they ought to call him the rhino."
Yes.
Classic Lasam.
I pet my duck and say, "It's okay, Plucky. They don't know what they're talking about."
Inside of yourself, you just feel like a bit proud.
So Desmond comes over,
It
hands
worries
Squirrely
that he had
McSquirrelson the book.
The duck after that.
All right, what are you guys doing while you're sitting around this bar?
Kind of as always, just sitting around the bar waiting for something to happen or us to get a job. That's kind of what always happens.
I'm gonna, as I always do, perform, and the songs are always, about what a great person La Sombra is, and how he's totally known everywhere. It's just these people haven't heard of him, but he's totally known everywhere. And how famous he is, and how he's so famous that even if you didn't know him, you should pretend you did, so that you wouldn't be so embarrassed.
Okay.
Think.
Actually, now that I have a spell book and I see this great spell, I'm gonna put on a performance too.
Well, what sort of performance are you going to put on?
So I'm going to cast Audible Glamour, which, let's see, allows me to have a sound equivalent to 12 grown men.
And what are these?
We now have an orchestra.
Oddly specific.
It's 4 grown men per spell level, and I'm level, or per level of the character, and I'm level 3.
So 4 grown men per spell level. Interesting, huh?
that's what it says.
Just voices you say.
Okay, and what are you having these 12 grown men sing? Or do?
I'm going to
12 groaning men.
I'm gonna have some of them.
They're growing.
There's gonna be some awkward noises. There's gonna be like an increase in the beat. There's gonna be a huge bass, and it's gonna go boom, boom, and then I'm gonna drop the bass. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna introduce Skrillex level music.
With what?
With
just
magic.
Just
literally with magic.
Okay.
I think that's the only way to do it.
Are you framing this like a performance? Like, do you stand up or just
No, I
just...
get up and I'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, I've been working on a new stringing technique for my lyre. I think it's going to get some new fun sounds out that you've never heard before. And
everyone stops and pays attention to you as you put on the show. Give me an opposed charisma check.
Opposed to who?
To everybody.
Can I oppose that with my wisdom?
Yes.
Oh shit! I'm not gonna do
Holy shit!
Nice.
Did he roll a 20?
Oh,
No, he rolled a 33.
Okay, just give me a second. I might beat him because I have 17 charisma. I'm coming. I'm here.
Yeah, I don't understand. What is
Oh shit!
Yeah, told you.
So this is whether or not people are accepting of his wildly different style of music, and I'm doing his performance or his image of it, his charisma roll against other people's taste in music, which is their charisma rolls.
so you have to pass in order to appreciate it, right?
No, you pass to not appreciate it.
To resent it.
Pass to
So
resist. Yeah.
I would like to retain my agency and find this racket abhorrent regardless.
Turn down for what?
Kids these days.
I'm gonna be the same.
Turn down for what?
I'm gonna shake my head and I'm gonna look at Morton Bixby and like, wow, this is bad.
The rest of the crowd goes silent, not really sure what they heard, and then there's some like
Sixteen
scattered
shaking
claps with some wide eyes.
How many minutes does this performance go on for, Justin?
Yeah.
9 minutes.
A 9-minute long.
And then I cap it off with that. You might not have liked that, but your grandkids are gonna.
Jill will go in and like light something on fire and wave it around in front and what the heck, go full on cantrips and just like colored lights.
I'm not okay with the fire.
I don't quite understand it, but I can't help my body from moving. What's happening? Like
me and Morton are just
dropping it down to the floor. I don't even know what that means, but I'm doing it.
Me and Morton are
traveling.
No, nah.
I've been traveling far and wide, and I come back to Shenanigans for a nice, peaceful rest, and this is what I get.
This is not how you use fire. I'm not happy with this.
So,
Someone rolled a 20.
it's been a few weeks since I've seen Rylene. Is she displaying any visible signs of
Oh yeah, what did Desmond roll
holiness?
for his-
Oh yeah, Neil.
paladinhood? Do I?
Oh yeah, we
Yes.
need to do our walkthrough to remind everyone whose characters we are anyway.
What do you?
And
oh,
you know, I
that's
want to do
20?
something as well.
I
Very
rolled a
special.
20. This is a shot of fireball.
Yeah, I'm not going to chug my beer. It's too delicious for that. But I'll drink to a natural 20.
Okay, so first, I can't believe I forgot about this. Let's go around the table and just introduce our characters real quick so everyone knows who is who. So let's start with Ryan and then go counterclockwise.
I am Ryan, aka Hobgoblin, playing as Friar Morton Bigsby, who apparently is in much need in this party. While I've been away, they've been up to some horrible, horrible things, and I'm back here to set them straight, show them the light and love that is Martha.
You missed a sexual assault, although it wasn't for anyone who's currently in the party. So.
Sexual assault, burning of a midget, NS dog.
Wait, we set a midget on fire? Why was I not here for that?
Last session we
Set
set
a
a midget on fire.
Midget on fire?
Yeah. Brownie, sorry.
There's a
A brownie.
brownie.
It's a midget.
A brownie. Okay, hold on.
Oh, those are not the same thing.
Those are very different things.
Yeah,
My children, we must bury the sins of our past so that the light and love that is our life can grow anew.
To be fair, it was a very threatening brownie.
God, now I
Yes.
want
It was a brownie riding a corgi screaming "Happy Birthday" or something like that, and you guys set him
But-
and his
It
corgi
was-
on
He's
fire.
not screaming
Yeah,
happy
it's not a
birthday.
The brownie could be.
It was
Neil, you're
putting
stealing
Red
all my
Bull.
moves.
Dude, that
Oh,
was
we
the greatest
saved
move
corgi.
ever. I will
We
always have
saved
brownies
corgi
riding
and
corgis
we
forever.
gave it to Desmond's daughter. That's what we did with the dog.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Oh, okay. The dog didn't die. I could have sworn the dogs
Okay.
died.
Yeah, no, the
I
dog
like
did
the
die.
dog.
I
It's the
specifically
dog.
saved that.
Friar
dog.
Morton has his fingers in his ears, going la 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 as the party is telling these stories.
Okay.
But who's next?
So-
Who else? Who else is around the table?
Pat.
Neil?
Hi, I'm Pat. I will be playing Manuel Alonso Cortez, elf fighter. And yeah, just an elf trying to make his way through the world.
Okay. Any outstanding physical characteristics or stylistic anythings?
He has short brown hair and green eyes, and pretty average looking elf.
Okay. Let's go on to Roman.
So I am playing the very lovable character known as Irene, of the Fire Nation. She's just a sweetheart. You love her at first sight. She enjoys playing with fire a lot,
Not a sweetheart.
especially setting other people on fire in the name of her god paladin patrons, I think, the fire elementals. And that's who Irene is. She's also a very tall woman, like extremely. Like I think she's 2 meters and something in meters, and in feet I have no idea because I completely forgot your abhorrent system
Just-
of
You said she was like 6'10". You don't even know the meters.
6'11".
So like,
7. No,
so
she's
is that like 210 centimeters or something like that?
something like that, like close to it.
like 6'6" and a little tiny bit is 2 meters. So if she's taller than 2 meters, she's like 6'10". Yeah.
All right. And Rob.
I am playing Jill, a human woman with dark curly hair that is no way hiding elf ears. And
very definitely a woman.
I'm just, a fan of La Sombra like everybody else is, spreading the good word.
Okay.
Uh,
And Justin.
I'm Justin, our Cavalier guest on Twitch. I'm playing a half-elf maester singer, which is really just like a jumped-up bard. And I have a faithful companion named Plucky the Duck.
All
And by
right.
faithful, I mean he's magically enchanted and required to obey me until
Excellent.
I get rid of him and level and get a new one.
All right.
So
I like the fact that Neil really tried to do like emotional harm on you when you lost to a raccoon, but you're like, fuck off. Give me my duck.
I just wanted Ozabon to get laid and reproduce. He was such a good raccoon that I felt bad, like depriving the world of his sperm.
Yes, Squirrely. What happened to that little forest rat?
He found a mate and went off into
And
the
who
forest.
is this tasty morsel?
Get a duck.
Looking,
My
leering at the duck.
My duck could probably take you. I'd back away from the duck.
I've learned some new tricks while I've been away. I'd like to see that duck try.
Wait, did
be
Neil level you up?
It'd be like a house cat versus a level 1 wizard. Back up.
So,
So
anyways, I was
Yeah.
trying to assess whether Rylene has been blessed by any supernatural entities.
I mean, you see me like sometimes doing this with my hands, just doing this, and you see like flame coming up. Like,
she
Doing what with
does
your hands?
seem to be producing fire by snapping.
Seriously?
Yeah.
yeah,
It's quite impressive. I lean into Rylene. I hear rumors around town that you fornicated with a wizard. This doesn't have anything to do with that, Rylene, does it?
no, I shake my head. That's to get Desmond's daughter back in school.
yeah, it was totally legit.
All for a good cause.
Oh, for a good cause.
Well, in case you wanted to.
You've got a lot of work to do, boys.
Well, I've been spending so much time with you guys, and I just wanted to explore my womanly charms.
Anyway, the show has died down. The lights have died down. People are still chatting about it. There's a small group that has formed around you, but not like trying to talk to you, but just very carefully eyeing you. And then Desmond walks over going, "Yes, sir, these are the boys right here. They're called Lutes and Liars, and you can have them for a small fee of 100 gold per performance," to a merchant with a big pot belly that's walking with him.
I
That
look
is
at
a lot of
Desmond.
holy water.
The Squirrely's ears perk up. He's like, wait, that's like 3 times what we charge.
Yeah, I look at Desmond and I kind of nod approvingly. I raise up and I do like the flourish. Hello there, my master. We are Roots and Wires. I am the head of security, Irene. And
Who's in charge here?
I look around. I say, I also
Around.
undertake
No-
the.
No Joe in sight.
Yeah. Nobody steps up. I could look around. Nobody steps up.
Nope.
I'm an artist.
I also take up the role of a manager because currently our own manager is off with some business with some other clients. So you can direct all your questions at me.
I see. You're an awfully tall woman, aren't you?
Yes, that is.
And what is that strange symbol around your neck?
There's a symbol around her neck? That's what I was asking about.
There's the
Is it
holy
too high for
symbol.
me to see? Were my eyes directed a little lower?
Maybe Neil.
Maybe. Probably.
There we go.
Can I roll a religion check on this holy symbol?
Yes, you can. And Shucky, what does it look like?
I asked you. Okay, so how does it look like?
I mean, I think this is some lesser deity, some nature spirit.
It's the
Some
fire
pagan
elemental.
It's a fire elemental. I don't know, Neil. What does the fire elementals in your
I don't know,
world do?
dude. Make up a cool fire elemental sigil.
Is that what's drawn in? Oh no, it's
Yeah,
gotten
yeah.
erased.
It's the sigil of a fire elemental, but I'm kind of trying to think about something cool. You know what? I just chalk it away a bit, and I'm gonna make it up a bit later because I have
Oh,
no
come
idea.
on, Shucky. You can make
Oh,
it up
now,
on the spot.
if you don't make it up now, I get to make it up.
Okay, make it up. Make it up. Do it.
All right, I can draw it. And
The only thing that comes to mind is a flame, and that's way too simple.
yeah, that's what I was.
It's an image of Zippo, Ron San, the chief fire elemental.
Ooh, you know what?
A butt
Volcano
flame?
sounds cool.
Are those
You know what?
are those
You know what?
flaming balls, Ryan? Did you just draw flaming testicles?
Great balls of fire.
No, Neil, it's a volcano. I like the idea. So it's a volcano. It's a small volcano. Like very
No,
expensive car.
no, it's this. It's this.
No,
exactly what
it's not flaming balls. No.
I warned you, Chucky.
Nope, it's this, Chucky. This is your
I whip
holy
it out.
symbol.
I whip it out, and you'll find
Yes!
out.
Don't whip it out! Don't whip it out! We don't need to see. It's you worship the god of fire and STDs. Just accept it.
Nope. Okay, getting past that. So,
Okay.
sir, what do you need us for?
What is that strange sigil around your neck?
It's the symbol of my faith.
Ah.
I just shout out, "Great balls of fire!" For
I
goodness
see.
gracious, that's what I'll shout out every
It is
time.
a volcano. I look back at Joe. I kind of.
Well then. It seems I have need of some. I don't know what the kids call it these days. Grindstone-y type music.
I invented that genre of music. I'm the perfect man.
Can it be?
Whoa!
Is Rachel volunteering to design the Great Balls of Fire?
It's possible.
Okay, if we get professional artwork on this, I'm backing it.
You can show her my mock-up if you'd like, Justin.
No,
You
don't,
can get started on the masterpiece.
don't do it. Just whatever she will do, she'll do it better than that. Just don't show it.
All right, Neil, am I at full HP?
Yeah, everyone's at full HP.
All right.
And full hit dice, too. Except it's not
Ooh.
5th edition.
Hit dice?
No.
No.
Okay. Don't
Well,
confuse me like that.
music is what we do. Now, more exactly, do you need something in town, something out of town? That's what details.
Oh, my adolescent son desires music that is not made with traditional instruments. I don't know what that was, but that was something he would like. I'm sure
magic.
of it. Whatever.
Witchcraft.
Something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah, that can be arranged.
You can make it with magic, but then you can also do something that's called homping, where you just get random objects and make.
I don't
sounds.
care about the specifics, really.
Yeah,
It's beneath me.
Sir, again, I see everybody talking. Just take him to another table in order to drink for us. Something good, and we just start talking here.
Mm-hmm.
Like openly shoving off the artist. You guys be the artists. Let me talk business.
So, will you be available in 5 days' time?
Yes, we will. Where do you need us to be?
The small estate down the road. It's called the Liechtenstein Estate.
Liechtenstein?
Yes.
Sounds okay. We'll be there in 5 days' time. Is the
Yes,
fee-
yes. Come in the evening. I will deal with Desmond and the money there. It should be at least an hour-long performance, so I'll see you then. And he gets
we
up and walks. Oh, you can say whatever you want, but he's getting up.
we shall see you there, and I shake his hand as he goes out.
Okay. He heads back to Desmond, and Desmond takes him into the back room of Shenanigans once more, where they continue chattering.
I look at the others and I nod. 5 days, Liechtenstein Estate, an hour-long show, 100 gold pieces.
Yes, we were there. We heard.
Yeah, I'll just literally say it again for everybody that didn't.
How far is the Liechtenstein estate? Does anyone know?
You guys
need
know
chat.
of it.
Talk
You've heard
yellow.
it. It's about an hour and a half down the road. So it's in
What are we gonna
town.
do for 5 days?
I shake my head.
We with the other
I have something I need to do.
non-traditional instrumentation.
And I kind of run out. Just run out.
Okay.
And Neil, so this is where it gets interesting. You know the guy that taught me the whole flaming trident thing that I paid for to do that?
Oh, yeah, you taught... Yeah, sure.
Okay. That's why I'm going to get a pitchfork and do the same thing.
Who the hell taught you a flaming trident thing? You went to some crazy-ass shaman in the woods, right?
No, we went to a Fletcher. Not to a Fletcher, to another guy. And
A what?
somebody a tanner. There we go.
A tanner. We went to a tanner.
Yes, a tanner. And he made it so that I can tie certain flammable objects, like napkins, on my trident and make it a flaming trident.
Right.
Sounds like
right.
a pretty straightforward process.
Yeah.
How much did this guy charge you?
Not much, I think a couple of silver.
Uh-oh, do we have something here?
Whoa, wow, hold on.
Whoa, I think that probably might violate some TOS here. Let's put that down.
So for those of you who are live, you know what Chucky's holy symbol looks like.
Rachel, that is offensive. I drew a glorious non-sexual flame,
Yeah.
and you took it and you made it downright disturbing.
You know what? I actually like that. I'm going to keep that as my symbol.
I think the cannon symbol is going to stay what's on the board. That way we can actually show it in game if we need to.
I have two symbols. It's like that symbol and another one that's an addition. So the Firementals have that best friends kind of heart. So that's the same thing. It happens. It's connected.
Okay, we
know.
We don't need
What's it
more hair on the
connected
balls.
to?
The balls have enough hair. No.
I've got-
Never
I mean,
enough.
really, there wouldn't be any hair on them if they were.
I'm with you, Pat. Never have enough hair.
Never.
Okay, so I will just get on doing that. I want to get a pitchfork and do that thing for it. So
Yeah,
now
so
that's
you create a flaming whatchamacallit? trident again?
Pitchfork.
Pitchfork.
Well, pitchfork.
Yeah.
Especially because it's not a trident. That's what I'm doing it for.
Okay. So
Alright,
you go
so
back
I-
and you put the napkins around it and everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
again, and the whole process of making it happen, like doing a short rest or something like that.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Well, I'm feeling inspired by that, so I'm gonna take my loot, and I'm gonna get see if I can just buy like an old wineskin somewhere.
Yeah, you can get a wineskin for, was it 5 silver? 5 silver.
Okay, I've got enough money for that. And I have some oil, so I'll fill it with oil, and I'm gonna kind of rig it on the back of my loot. I'm gonna have like at the top of the loot, like a heavily waxed wick.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna run like a little tube so that the oil, if I squeeze the bladder on the back of the loot, the oil will shoot out like through like the lit wick.
This sounds very dangerous.
So you have a
going to set
candle
yourself
on the end of your
Also
loot.
very awesome.
A candle on the end of your loot, and you can shoot oil out
Like, I can
over it.
squeeze, yeah, it's just like squeeze, like go full on Mad Max.
How is it that you're making the tube for the oil to go through?
What could this be? I don't know. Who's got a good idea for a tube?
I mean, you could make it a bird's feather or the bone of a bird because they're hollow.
There we go.
Just you stuff it in wax and stuff the wax into the thing and seal it with, more wax.
Get a steelsmith.
Yeah, just
Make
when
a metal tube.
I'm sure Desmond must be serving some turkeys and geese and things like that. So I'll gather bird bones.
Sure.
Kind of like put a little bit hollow and a little bit of wax around them where I put them together and attach them to the back. And I want to try this out. Can I make a loot that shoots fire?
Give me an intelligence check.
All right, let's see. What is my int? Okay.
Is he a proficient engineer?
Well, I mean, it's no more complicated than what I just said. I'm not designing a crossbow.
All right, you do it. It works.
Yes.
You don't know how dangerous this is, and
But
certainly
it
you can't
works.
keep the candle lit for too long.
This is art. It doesn't matter how dangerous it is.
You probably couldn't play.
Art is dangerous by its
The-
very nature.
These candles aren't that big, so you probably would have to replace the candle like halfway through your play session in order to keep it going the whole time.
Or only
Um,
light it.
That works for me. I just want to be able to like shoot out a little bit of flames at
Sure.
appropriate points.
and also, you're gonna have to prevent. You're gonna have to not do like very fast motions, otherwise you might blow it out. Obviously, so no like running and sliding across the floor and shooting out flames, or you'd have
No
to start
rock and
shooting
roll.
the flames before you hit the run and slide, so that way it keeps going, or something like that. But it works.
I'm not sure what it is you're making over there, but I already have a lantern.
What I'm making is awesome.
So
You
I
are
go.
awesome.
You know what's awesome? The love of Martha. Do you need a hug?
Bish bosh. You know what's awesome? This is awesome. And I light my pitchfork and I show it to them.
Ew.
I leave Shenanigans and I go find a local blacksmith. I want him to make me some metal like finger picks that I can slide on, kind of like rings. But there's a little bit of little point of metal that sticks out.
A ring around your finger with the point of metal that sticks down the end,
Yeah,
like.
Are you
Okay.
serious? It's like a finger pick. Like a
like-
finger. It's a tool.
It's an
for
actual tool?
playing- Yeah, they're like
For
finger.
playing a.
They're
guitar
literally
or
called
a
finger
banjo.
flicks, but we're gonna call
Yeah.
them finger claws.
Okay, you can have one of these things made for you by tomorrow for like a gold, or you can have like a couple, like 3 made for a gold.
Usually have 5, right? Or 4 maybe.
4.
Okay, you can get 4 for a gold then.
Okay. And then I want to find some slate or some chalkboards.
You can. Oh, there's actually slate in the player's handbook if I can find it. And you can get chalk. Chalk is cheap. It's like a copper for a pound or something.
Oh, I don't need chalk. I
Chalk
just need
is
slate.
cheap.
Slate.
Maybe I
slate.
did need some chalk.
No, I think I lied. I think slate
For the
is not
slate?
in here.
It's not in there, Neil, but you did give me like a dark slate plate to use as a chalkboard once.
Yeah. Well, how much did you pay for that shit?
You said a silver for that and the chalk.
Cool. Silver for you, Justin.
All right, so I take the chalkboard. Well, actually, let's not even discuss what I'm doing with the chalkboard. I have a chalkboard and some chalk.
Cool. Anything
my
else
finger.
anyone wants to buy in town right now? Because you're gonna get approached by.
Oh, there's a million things I want to buy, but I can't afford them because I had to pay for somebody who's in burned out.
Well, I mean, if you want to be charitable, that's what the price of being charitable is. I wanted my Paladin Powers back. That was the price for my Paladin Powers back. Everybody's gotta pay what he's gotta pay.
You feel the goddess of prostitutes get a little bit closer.
Is there a goddess of prostitutes?
There's a goddess of
What if it was
passion.
Martha?
So that's
Reluna,
What
I
if it
think.
was Martha and Father Bixby was just sort of not reading those parts of the text.
One of Martha's daughters, actually.
Yeah, I
The
think it's
goddess of
Reluna.
virginity.
The one that we don't talk about.
Is the goddess of prostitutes Loman?
But she's just trying to get through college.
No.
I think it's Rule.
No,
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 it's
it's
not.
Reluna.
Okay.
No, never mind. Yeah, just goddess of passion and kind of the exact opposite of her sister, the goddess of love. So you've got like the family love side, and then you've got like the crazy passion side, and they're two different goddesses. So that would be. I think that's probably where Jucky's next god will be in like 4 more episodes. Anyway, you guys have all come back together talking excitedly about your plans for the future, and Desmond comes up to you, clapping his hands, and goes, "Good, I guys got you 50 gold for your performance."
I could only say what?
50 gold. I'm taking half. So,
Hey, now isn't an agent or a finder's fee usually like 10%?
maybe, but you're performing in my bar, he's my friend, and honestly, I hopped on it first, so...
Well, he's not our friend, he's your friend, so...
I mean, if you want to go try and outbid me, or underbid me to him, you can do that. Or you can take the deal that I've handed to you, where you only have to walk an hour and a half, play for an hour, and get 50 gold.
Well, this
Your
is
call
gonna
to
be
make,
a-
guys.
This is going to be a magical performance. I mean that in all senses of the word. So we're going to need like a magical performance fee on top of our usual fee.
To be fair, Squirrely only has magical powers because of Desmond.
The
Quite
friar,
same-
the friar is a smart man, Manuel.
All right.
But
Yeah, no, you can take the 50 gold this time, but all future jobs, you take a standard 10%.
that sounds reasonable. There's also one other little matter to discuss, and that is, unless have been wildly mistaken about your abilities here, Squirrely, I don't think you can put on an hour-long show.
Me? Of course I can put on an hour-long show.
Really?
I'm a traditionally trained bard. I can put on a show longer than an hour.
Right, but
Right,
not the
imagine-
type of show that I'm putting my reputation on.
Of course I can. I mean, granted, the first 51 minutes won't be as good as the last 9, but that's because you got to ramp up. You got to build the expectation.
So,
You mean lower the expectations?
No, you gotta push them. You gotta make them feel like there's no further they can go. To get them right to that edge, and then you go over, and then there's the
I
climax.
think what you're looking for actually is probably a few scrolls, maybe, to extend that performance anxiety. I know.
You can get your hands on scrolls.
You know, you mean the kind of stuff that people are always sending mail about?
Yeah, just be careful if it lasts more than 4 hours.
Exactly. You can't be using these scrolls for too long. They tend to fry the nerves. So I know a guy in town who I'm sure will be happy to make these for you. He is a little bit of an eccentric. So I don't think you're going to be able to pay him in gold. He might ask for some weird shit from you. But he's a reliable guy and he does good work. He can absolutely be trusted. You just, he's a little bit of a weirdo.
Reliable in what way? Like,
He's
he's reliable in his desires, and he desires specific things consistently?
If you make a deal with him, he won't wrong you.
Weird in what way?
I think we've dealt with enough weird to be able to deal with a spellcaster.
I mean, he's the sort of guy who likes to try out new things, so he's always looking for strange ingredients. Once he asked me to find tears of a cat. And not like,
Oh.
a big, wild mountain lion, but of a house cat.
How do you make a
Cats
house
cry?
cat cry?
No, they don't cry. And he came to me last
Socrates.
week, and I tried to tell him that was beneath my work. And
Wait, Aristotle, whatever that cat's name is.
Yeah.
Come here, Aristotle.
Does Aristotle cry?
Cats don't cry, but you can stick a knitting needle in their eye.
That's just mean.
Maybe Aristotle could mock other cats until they
Look.
cried.
look, I'm just saying, he's out there, he's a good guy, and if that doesn't work, maybe you can try one of the other patrons here. I think there's a couple wizards hanging about. Maybe one of them will help you. But either way, I want to make sure that you guys can tackle this before I send you out there with my name on it.
Have we ever disappointed?
No. Although I
Every
really would
day
have
we
appreciated if you had told me about getting my daughter back in school.
What?
I know
Your daughter
about...
got into school?
If-
Congratulations.
If we were responsible for that, it's possible the only reason we wouldn't tell you something important like that is because we're contractually obligated not to. And it's important.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. I appreciate that you...
school is
I think it
Desmond?
was your daughter's own talents that sealed that deal.
Is this the nunnery in West Sausageville? Mother Bertha is the finest teacher I know.
No, it was at Woghort's.
Ew.
Yes, Woghort's School of
Wizardry
something
and
in...
witchcraft.
No, was it Wizardry and Witchcraft? I think it was something else.
I think bitchcraft is the word you're looking for.
Warlocks.
I don't
Witchcraft.
remember.
That sounds cool.
School of Magic.
I gotta call Patty and ask him one day exactly what his name used. So yeah, my friend is an old. I guess technically he's a warlock, but he's a nice warlock. As far as warlocks go, his name is Jonas.
Does he have a brother?
Yeah,
Does he have two other brothers besides that brother?
he's got a big family. I think there might be like 7 of them. I don't know how many are male or female though.
Popular but somewhat bland.
No, he's really fucking weird.
And so he set off on his own to launch his own career.
Honestly, I don't know anything about their family. They're from the north, and I hear they're just kind of normal, boring people.
Except for the fact that he made a pact with a demon.
Well, his family is less interesting than he is. And pact with the
They wear
demon.
rings symbolizing these pacts.
I'm sorry, say what?
Do he and his family wear rings symbolizing these pacts?
I don't really know their family well. They all live up in the north, different kingdom. Not my business. Anyway,
I think we should go have a talk to this.
Kingdom ruled by a mouse?
I know. So do we go? Do we want to go
I'm not
weird
following you
guy
here.
or rock? Okay, the party. Weird
No,
guy or-
this is the weird guy. Is the
one's-
warlock?
Ah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was a bit confused. I mean, you were saying if it doesn't work with this guy, I was thinking that he was talking about another guy now.
No. He was talking about if it doesn't work with this guy, you can check random people at Shenanigans. They might. One of them might be a spellcaster.
Cool.
I think we should go have a talking to with this Jonas. It sounds like he's made some very poor life decisions.
Now, you probably shouldn't be doing that, Morton Bixby. And to console your worries that he's been harmonizing with the devil, as you might have put it, I want to make
Not
it.
how I put it, but that is right on the money.
You might want to consider that he has not necessarily contacted or made a pact with a demon, so much as
In months.
God, I don't know how much you know about the outer realms, but something from beyond.
I'm an educated man.
Well, Friar,
Was it an angel?
no, no, Friar Bigsby. It is something other than from the prime material plane or positive material plane, and something other than the negative material plane or the elemental planes. It's from the outer planes.
Ooh.
So the weird guys, like the tentacle guys.
I'm just saying he follows his own lines, and so far I've seen them be right in line with ours. And you might want to pay attention before you judge him so quickly. Don't read a book by its cover, or by its first paragraph, or by the author or editor. You just don't judge books until you've read them all the way through.
3 times.
And if you can't read a book, and if you can't read,
And
then
made
just
notes.
never judge books at all.
Exactly.
Worked for
Exactly.
me so far.
Yes, just let me judge them for you.
But especially don't judge a book.
I'm a
by-
trained scribe.
Oh, I'm actually a trained scribe as well.
Excellent.
I can also read. Actually, I think Pat might be the only
I
person
can't
who
read.
can't read.
I can read and write.
Reading is
It's actually-
overrated. I've made it
Actually
so far.
unusual.
Great.
In GUE, I get that this is unusual, not being
Yeah,
able
you-
to read and write.
You would have had to
unusual.
spend like 2. You would have had to spend 2, or do paladins get crossover with?
They get
priests?
crossover
No,
with
I get
priest.
Okay.
Bards get it by default.
So
What do you mean you get it by? You get bards get crossover with wizards or something?
I can read and write my native language by default for free.
Rangers get free tracking, free super tracking.
Huh.
That actually makes sense. Like a bard being able to read and write his.
You know
own
what also
language.
makes sense is a wizard being able to read and write, but they still have to spend a proficiency on it, and they have to upkeep spell books.
I think this bard reading and writing is in the complete bard's handbook, not the
Yeah.
THB.
I would say so too.
PHP.
Oh, well, whatever. One way or the other, Desmond heads off and leaves you guys to your devices. What are your devices?
You
God,
know,
yes.
first he
We
takes
get-
half of our fee, and then he's like trying to, do the old "tell him Desmond sent you" thing, and have us spend the other half on the special effects and everything here to his buddies.
Squirrely, can you teach Jill over here that parlor trick that you learned?
I believe so.
Between the two of you, you probably got about an hour in you, right?
Actually, I was gonna do some visual effects, and I think I have an hour of that. A whole hour without scrolls.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that. I was thinking
Well,
like maybe
visual effects is half of the
some
show.
smoke, some different colored lights, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Sounds like you have it all worked out. I'll be over here praying for your sins.
Well, you have to do a lot of praying.
I can deliver on those trippy effects.
So, what do you guys do?
I'm guessing after they stop talking, like they finish talking, we'll go and visit the weird guy.
I don't know, Justin. What do you have a way of extending your playtime?
Well, I can use both my spell slots, and that's 18 minutes. Also, if we leveled up, I could do it for 24 minutes, plus another spell slot, I think. So that's 36.
I don't think we're going to level up in the next day. 5 days.
5 days. We have 5 days.
36 Well, that's half an hour. All you need is a way of something. While you guys think about how you want to solve these problems, we're going to take our first break, and we'll come back in a few minutes with some more shenanigans. See you guys on the other side.